Good evening, book dragons. Welcome back to Bedtime with Babes. I am your host, Emerald Dragon Lady, and tonight I read to my boys a book that I found at Tucson Festival of Books, and I bought it from the author, and it's a really cute and somewhat creepy book, but my kids loved it so much. So thank you, Maria Boyd, for writing Tinks Bugtastic Surprise. This is about a little girl who goes on adventures and sees things differently, especially when she finds a bug at school and brings it home. So please enjoy Tinks Bugtastic Surprise.
Tinks Bugtastic Surprise.
Tinks Bugtastic Surprise.
By Maria Boyd.
By Maria Boyd.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. I am Tink. I'm an explorer, and I notice things others do not. You see a hair clip, I see a lobster claw or shark teeth. You see a box, I see a robot costume. For as long as I can remember, I have loved being outdoors. When I'm outside, my imagination wanders. And I get to create games and stories of what I find. Yeah. One day, when my class was eating lunch outside, I saw the most magnificent, spectacular, coolest thing my eyes have ever seen. A small, shiny, brown, oval with the cutest legs and two magical wands coming from the top of its head.
What's that white thing?
That is her calling out to the bug. I didn't know what type of bug it was. All I knew was that it was coming home with me. I finished my sandwich, grabbed one of my lunch containers, and moved slowly down to the ground. The bug was quick. It scurried away. I'd met my match, but thought, I'm Tink, the explorer. And as I said, you are going home with me. I tried again. Ugh, too slow. And again, swoop, gotcha. I will call you Foo-Foo, I said. I twisted on the lid and put my container back in my lunchbox. Back in class, I thought about all the adventures Foo-Foo and I would go on using the bug's magical wands. Shrinking down to the bug size, playing dress up as princesses and astronauts, or steering a ship on an exciting adventure. When the day was over, my mom picked me up. I told her all about my explorations. Sounds amazing, she said. When we got home, we put our stuff away, did homework, played, ate dinner, took baths, and then it was time for bed.
And where's that one?
While waiting to be tucked in, I snuck downstairs to check on my special bug and showed it to my older sister. You brought that home? She said. I'm telling Mom. Tink, Mom says you must get rid of the bug, my sister shouted down the stairs. All I could think was, how could I get rid of this spectacular creature? We hadn't gone on any adventures yet. We still had to go on a treasure hunt, ride a unicorn, and get ice cream. So instead, I just left the beautiful bug by the door. I could not say goodbye. It was too sad. I headed upstairs and waited for my mom to tuck me in. Again. We didn't know Foo-Foo had begun to crawl up one stair at a time. After tucking me in, Mom opened my door and saw the biggest, creepiest, most disgusting thing she's ever seen. A cockroach. Mom ran down the hallway, and the cockroach followed. Mom's screams woke up the whole house. Mom, is everything okay? I asked. Yes, my love. I just don't like bugs, and there's a cockroach over there. That's not a bug, I told her. It's Foo-Foo. Who, Tink? Foo-Foo. I brought her home from school. I said as I picked up Foo-Foo, is this the bug you mentioned earlier? Mom asked my sister. My sister said, yes. And Mom sent her off to bed. Then Mom turned to me and said, Tink, let's chat. I love that you brought this special guest home. But this is a cockroach, Mom said. I mean, Foo-Foo has a family and friends. Foo-Foo must miss them. I looked down at Foo-Foo. You're probably right, Mom. Mom hugged me and said, so let's try this. Let's release the cockroach, Foo-Foo, into the wild way far away from the house. Can I say goodbye first? I asked. Yes, outside. Foo-Foo, I am sorry our adventures got cut short and that I took you from your family and friends. I said, I do not care what anyone else says. You're not disgusting. You're remarkably made. Now go be free, but you can always come back to visit. As I set Foo-Foo into the grass, Mom whispered, please don't come back. After school the next day, Mom asked if I brought home any extra friends. Not today, I said. I went in the house, but Mom stayed outside. Hey, Mommy, are you coming in? Yes, in just a second. The end. Based on actual events. Learn more about Foo-Foo. Know what?
I want you to read it again.
You want me to read it again? I'm so glad you enjoyed the book.
Wait. There's still more pages?